Hi, thanks for watching. I just wanted to share with you something that I come across the other day when I was watching the film 40-Year-Old Virgin. Because at the end of the film you have this Age of Aquarius song, which I've never even heard before. But in the song, the lyrics are, when the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter lines with Mars, and then it says, then peace will guide the planet. Now, obviously from a biblical point of view, we know that this peace age that they're talking about, the age of Aquarius, is the false peace that they will create on earth. Well, it's like a delusion, because the people that created the wars are the people that are going to end the wars, and the main point of it all is because they're going to give you this false saviour that the world's going to want, and it's basically going to be an illusion of peace. It's going to be engineered, you know what I mean? It's they give you the problem and they give you the solution that nothing's really changed. You've just been duped. But what I found interesting was this 7th house, never heard of it. I'm not into all this astrology or whatever you want to call it, so I had to do a search, and it turns out it's Libra. So what they're saying is, when the moon's in Libra and Jupiter and Mars align. Now obviously the moon goes around the earth, you know, approximately every month. But Jupiter and Mars aligning is not a common occurrence. So what I did was chase down Mars aligning with Jupiter. Thanks for watching. Just wanted to share something with you. I was watching this movie called The 40-Year-Old Virgin, and then there was this song at the end of it, which is an actual song called The Age of Aquarius. It just has some lyrics at the start of it that sort of got my attention. And that was, when the moon is in the 7th house and the Jupiter lines with Mars, then peace will guide the planet. Now, obviously from a biblical point of view, we know that this is talking about the false peace, and the occultists and the elect are going to use this false peace age. With the main purpose of it is because they're going to introduce to you the false saviour, which will obviously come and save you from all these wars and diseases and bring peace to the earth, when really the people that give you the peace are the people that cause the wars. So nothing's really changed. All that's changed is you've been duped into believing this. For the world to accept a saviour, which is a false Christ, then they have to create a situation in which you need him. But anyway, getting back to this video, is that I thought, wow, them lyrics, sort of, the moon in the 7th house for a start, I didn't know what the 7th house meant, so because I'm not into all this astrology crap, so I had to go and have a look what the 7th house meant, and it actually meant Libra. So what it's saying is, when the moon's in Libra and the Mars and Jupiter align, or conjunct as we say, then this peaceful age will start. So, you know, being curious as I am, I thought, well, I'll have to take a look at this. So I started searching. One of the first dates that I come across was the 16th of October 2015. Now you can see Mars and Jupiter lining up there just below Leo. Now if that's Leo, then Libra's got to be down here somewhere. So the moon's in Libra there. So, you know, that is, see the moon there in Libra, just passed through. So on these dates, it does fulfill what they say, the moon being in Libra, and Jupiter and Mars aligning on the 15th, 16th of October. But there is another date, which is March the 14th, 2020. Now, March 14th. Let's have a look at this. March the 14th. Okay. So here we have Jupiter and Mars. They must have conjoined there briefly towards Sagittarius. I'll go over this way. And there's the moon in Libra. So both times we have the moon in Libra, and then elsewhere we have Jupiter kind of conjoining with Mars. I mean, these are the closest dates that this happens. But there is a third date, January the 10th, 11th of 2018. So we've got 2018, January the 10th and 11th. Check this out. 10th. Now look, here we have the conjoining of Jupiter and Mars in Libra, and as a Brucey bonus we have Comet 67P, that, you know, that one they have so much interest in that they supposedly landed on. Now it's in Libra, 10th, and you can see the moon here ready to cross into its next phase, and it actually joins all of them in Libra, the 7th house, all at the same time, all in the same place on that date there, the 11th of, you know, it's a nice number as well as, you know, 11, the people that know about elite and numbers and symbols. 11 is one of their favourite numbers, but you know, that could just be a coincidence, right? And there you go, the 12th, and the moon passes through. Now you might say, well, this is, you know, I don't think too much about it. You know, I'm not saying that this is a sign in the heavens to, you know, this is definitely something, this is a start of the false peace age. But here's one coincidence, that what they said in that song has come to pass all in here now with this comet. And the really interesting thing is that, you know, if we look at our timeline that we created using Bible prophecy, particularly Book of Revelation, you can see here Revelation 12, the sign in the heavens, and you see the spirit of Satan, which is waiting at the legs of Virgo to devour her child. But the spirit of Satan excuse me, is cast down and takes residence in his permanent human 3D dimensional body to be active in the end of the age. And then he rises up, this beast from the sea, which is commonly called the Antichrist, or the false Messiah, or the Jesus, you know, replica. You know, and this is the start of this false peace kingdom. Now, what I'm saying is that, you know, that date was, you know, January the 11th of 2018. That puts us here. You know, no one really knows, you know, how long the fight in the heavens is going to take, and how long it's going to take for the spirit of Satan to get thrown down. But the sign in heaven is September the 23rd, so these events are going to follow. Now, I truly believe that the false Christ, since he's such a counterfeit, will, the false resurrection will take place on the Passover, like Jesus was crucified and actually rose from the dead on the Passover. And I believe the false one will falsely rise from the false dead on the Passover as well. And, you know, this age sign, possibly, you know, the 11th, we have the conjunction in Libra of the Moon, Jupiter, Mars, just as it says in that song, you know, and a Brucey bonus, Comet 67p on January the 11th. But this will be the, you know, start of the age of Aquarius, the time of this false peace. Of course we know that 3.5 years later the real Christ will return and rule the world for 1,000 years. So you can take from this video what you like. I mean, it's just an observation that, you know, they've speaking about a specific sign in space, and I've just tracked down that sign, and it turns out that that's that day, and, you know, possibly time frame. So thanks for watching. You can always go over to Facebook and join our End of the Age Bible Prophecy for recent news articles and Bible prophecy. Thanks for watching. God bless you.